Hi YouTube friends, it's Lee here. Welcome to Junk Journal January for 2025. So this is an open challenge hosted by Meg from Meg Journals. There's a link to her channel in my video description box, and I'll be making a creation every day in my little journal here from the prompts that Meg has provided. So welcome to day 29, which is reveal, and what I'm going to make is how do I describe it? It's going to be flat, it's going to go that, and it's going to go that, and then you go that. You know what I mean. So what I need is a piece of paper. Oh, here's one here. Okay, so I need to mark the middle. Okay, so I'm going to mark the middle, and then I'm going to mark the halfway point between the middle and the edge of the page. And what I'm going to do with the edge of the page is turn that to that halfway point between the middle and the edge of the page, like so. And then that fold is going to go into the middle, to the halfway point of the whole page, like that. A little bit confusing, I know, but it's easy once you've got the hang of it. Okay, so the key marks is the halfway there, the halfway point between there, and there, which is where this side bit gets folded into, and then that gets folded in to there, like that. And then just do the same thing on the other side. So that gets folded in to the halfway point between the edge of the page and the center of the page, and then the folded line goes to the middle of the page. Clear as mud. So I'm going to turn all these folds to the other way because this is what I want to be seen. Okay, so that will be my outside. Now I want to put something on here to decorate it because that's a bit boring, isn't it? And is it too high? Do I need to cut it down? Let's have a look at the book. I could probably cut maybe, I'll take an inch off it. So which end? I like that. So I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to cut this. I'll take 2 centimeters off it. Okay, so I want to cover here and here with something. Well, I did cover it, but then I didn't like what I covered it with, so I ended up recovering it with something else. But before I did that, I just cut with my scissors. Not this pair, they don't work, especially not on paper that's got wet glue on it. Funny about that. Yeah, I just cut a little scalloped edge on it just to make it look a little bit prettier. So I clipped them together, and these things are really dodgy at the best of times, but yeah, so my paper was soggy because the glue hadn't dried, so I just get my little pink scissors here and do it manually. Okay, it's going to look like that. Well, now I don't like that. Okay, so this is pretty much dry enough to sit in the book now, so that'll get glued down. So I wanted to make some sort of closure to keep it, you know, like flat when it's in the book. And this tab that was stapled on here was sort of in the way of what I wanted to do, but I can't really take it off, and glad I looked at that because I've got the blinking book upside down. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is use that to be part of my closure. So I've got an offcut. It's got a bend in the middle, so I'm just going to give it a little reinforcement. So I'm just going to glue that on. Like so. this, all I've done is a bit folded over there, and I've just cut a little bit of a taper on this end. You can see that? So that'll just hold under there. So this needs to be glued onto this book before I glue the booklet down. Might need to come over a bit this way, which means I'll have to trim down this bit, but that's okay. So if I glue that onto there, and I will be probably trimming this off just a bit. We'll see when I get it down. So now I'm going to glue this whole back onto the page. I'll make sure I have my glue right to the edges. So this is art glitter glue, and I've just put it in a little squeezy bottle that I bought from the $2 shop. You get about 3 or 4 in a packet, and they're not very expensive. They're not $2, they're more than $2. I don't know why they call them $2 shops. I suppose originally that's what they were. Everything cost $2 or less, didn't it? Okay, so let's line that up with there. I'm going to let this set under the rice bag, but I just found this on the table, so I'm thinking that I might just pop that on there. Just going to make it a little bit smaller. This is one of those things that's been on my desk for, well, probably since it was ever made. It's a while ago. So it's just a bit of corrugated cardboard with the first layer taken off the cardboard, and then just a bit of cheesecloth, a bit of lace, and a button hot glued on there by the look of that. Okay, so I'm going to just put a blob of this. I'll put it on here. It looks better that way for some reason. And put the rice bag on it, and I'll leave it for about 10 minutes. And hopefully the glue won't seep out and glue the whole thing shut. Been about 10 minutes, I guess. More than 5 anyway, so let's have a look. So it looks pretty. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so it hasn't stuck, that's good. There's my holder, and that's my pocket, my reveal. The only thing is it's not revealing anything, is it? Could shove something in there, but you know what? Can you see? It's not straight. This is the problem with art glitter glue. It sets so quickly. It's a bit like using, sometimes for me, it's a bit like using double-sided tape. You can see here the difference. So it's not quite right. But it's alright, it's alright. It's mine. This isn't going to anybody except me. Let's just cut this down somewhat. Hopefully it's reasonably straight. I just had a thought what I could do with this too. Okay, stop inking. Got this. Put that over there. Will it do 2 pages at a time? About to find out. Do you know how to use these? So when you put your thing under and you do your first cut, because I didn't know for ages, and I was just guessing where I had to put it, and then I realised, oh, duh, you're supposed to line it up, the holes, with the pattern on the actual, on the punch itself. See? And that turns out perfect. Trim off these little bits. That looks nicer, doesn't it? It's nice when it's sticking out. So, oh, what's that thing under there? Let's open it up and have a look. Oh, it's revealed that. There we go. Pop you back in there. Seal you up. Alright. You know what to do. All the good things that I keep talking about, and you're probably sick of hearing about. But thumbs up, comment, hug or a heart or something in the comments. It's fine. Smiley face. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. And share the video. You can share the video with your friends and family. And I hope this has inspired you to do something similar for yourself. Or helped you get over maybe a stumbling block with the prompts. So I'll see you for fabric. And in the meantime, happy creating, happy crafting. Hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo!
Stand up against the wall so I can trace you with one fine line.